Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tabletop Anthologies. We're excited to bring you another mini-series using the Call of Cthulhu system. I'm joined by a bunch of familiar faces, and as well as familiar, but also not. It's been a long time since we've seen him, so we're glad to have Terg with us today. We are going to begin this adventure in the Call of Cthulhu system. This is a modern Cthulhu scenario, using a series of one-shots from the Fear's Sharp Little Needle system by Stygian Fox. We're glad to have you here with us tonight. Shon Cooke. You wake up from a crazy dream, sweat covering your brow. Another wild dream of thunderstorms, wind blowing, warm air full of moisture, feeling like a crushing weight on your chest as you cough yourself awake.
They're saying it's a little quiet.
Was that like way too loud then compared to what he was saying?
Probably. How is that, everyone?
I'll put your mic just a little bit more.
Gotcha. How's that? Too much, not enough?
That's much gooder.
Mucher, gooder.
Dixon's a little quiet too.
Well, that's never a problem we've
What
had
about
before.
me? Should we just do a round table sound check?
I was about to say we
do
can.
a round the table sound check.
Check.
Around the outside.
I think we're all a little quiet. Is there like a overall boost?
Yeah, I took care of it. Sev, you're good, yeah?
Am I? Am I good? Can you hear me okay? Do I need to just talk louder? Yeah.
Terg, sound check.
Hey there, ho there, hi there.
Sounds good.
Hades.
Hades nuts.
Ooh.
He sounds good.
Dion.
Hello. Yep, sounds good also.
Cool. I think I just had everybody a little low for noise gate reasons. Anyway, now that we got that settled away, Shon, you have awoken, and you know that today is the day that you were to be heading to the house of Justin Hayes. Justin Hayes is a prolific writer who has just recently finished a book that has sold out and instantly become a bestseller. You being in the San Francisco area currently, what would you be doing before going downstairs to meet your Uber driver?
Okay. So I'm just trying to set the scene here.
You can also just introduce your character in general if you would like.
Okay. Sure. So I'll just do a bit of an introduction. So I'm playing Shon Cooke. I am an author of numerous children's books, and I'm also an occultist on the side. So I have a passing interest in occultism and the history of the occult, particularly. And I noticed that a lot of these occult interests are in this series, this book written by Shon Hayes. So presumably I'm on my way to meet him and discuss this book. Is that correct, GM? Keeper?
Correct. You would be you would have got in contact with his agent, and even though he was hard to find and even more difficult to work with, you managed to weasel your way in such a way that you almost seem like you're going to be doing an interview with him for some sort of a paper or something like that.
Okay.
As you wrap yourselves up in your room, is there anything you would be taking with you, or are you Is there anything particular to you that you would be carrying around with you?
I would probably bring, just a shoulder bag sort of deal with some like a notepad and like a tablet, those sort of things in it, so I could take notes if I wanted to, or maybe share some ideas, those sort of things. But nothing else out of the ordinary. And then, of course, I would always have a lighter in there. I don't know if you want me to list inventory sort of things otherwise, but
No. Just anything that you would have deemed
there.
important to be, if you would have gathered it up before you left.
Nope.
Okay. Your phone rings, and you look down, and it is the app telling you that your Uber driver has arrived, and you can head down to the bottom floor of your apartment and hop into the car.
Okay, I would do so.
As you walk outside, the first thing that you notice is a man. He looks almost like he's military presenting, but not. He seems to kind of have a cut about him, and he's done his hair a certain way. And as you hop into the vehicle, Hades, introduce your character, please.
Yeah, I mean, I'm John Smith, but just hearing some words isn't going to introduce me to you. You're not going to just know me from me telling you about me. Just people think they know me, but they don't. I'm more on top of it than they think.
Is there anything that you would be like playing in the vehicle as Sean hops into the car?
Well, yes, he's taken so long to get down here. I had my audiobook playing in the background. I like to listen to books while I drive. It's better than reading with your eyes. But, I've been listening a lot lately about occult stuff because I know more about it than you'd think I would. So, yeah, he'd probably hear that in the car.
So Sean, as you get into the vehicle, you tell Mr. Uber driver, I don't know if he gave you his name yet, that you were heading to the small community of Bolinas, California. And as he's punching that into his GPS, he presses play on his audiobook, and you realize that he is listening to Undertow by the very author you're going to see.
And it would show a name on the app, right?
I mean, he's probably got it
His
up on
name
a,
on there?
he's probably got like a pop socket up there, and he's flipped through, and as soon as he hits the button, you can see the cover, and you would immediately recognize that this is this book that you've been reading.
No, I mean this driver's name. What was his name on the app?
Oh, yeah, you would have noticed that it said John Smith, and you just find that kind
Okay.
of like odd. You're like, that's.
Okay, so I imagine we take off. If he doesn't say anything, then I would, after a couple seconds, I would immediately notice what he's listening to and say, "Whoa, Mr. Smith, I'm actually on my way to speak to the author of this book. Is this your first time going through it?"
I slowed down driving and I paused. They said, "You don't even know what book I'm listening to."
Well, I believe this is Undertow, but correct me if I'm mistaken.
Well, you could be mistaken, but yeah, that's what it is.
How long until we reach our destination?
You know, based on the app and just general like looking around of the area before you left, it will take you roughly an hour to get there. It can be reached by driving the what's called the Olimna Boleus Road, and it takes you around a lagoon that travels through this small town. You looking at it on maps, you realize it's a very small town. Like doesn't even have signposts or anything like that, and any research that you would have gotten from your online research would have shown that it's pretty much a town well known for reclusive inhabitants, pretty much. It's people that want to be left alone live here. John, if you would, will you give me a let's do a power roll.
I have the power.
You have the power. Oh, if anybody has any issues with their character sheet, let me know.
Power. Oh, that's at the top.
Ooh.
Ouch. I don't have the power.
Rip.
So, you as you're driving, you looked at the app and you realized that the man who requested this Uber ride, though he didn't formally introduce himself, his name is Shon Cooke, and it is eerily similar to the character in the book that you were just listening to 10 minutes prior to him getting into your vehicle.
And wait, did he tell me he was meeting the author, or did I?
Yeah. Whenever he got in, he tried to make conversation by saying, "It's funny that you're listening to this book because I'm actually going to meet the author right now."
Wait, what's your name again?
My name is Shon Cooke.
It's so you know the author then? Are you the? You sound like the.
I do.
Are you in
Well,
the
I'm
book?
passing.
Is that about you in the book?
Well, no, I don't think so.
I thought you read the book.
I did. I mean, it is my name. I don't think it's about me, as far as I know. Do you think it's about me? Why would you know? Why am I asking you that? Silly me.
Am I getting flirted with?
He's
Do you think it's about me?
How long does it say up on the GPS there?
57
I see
minutes.
where there's not a lot of lights out here. We're really live in the
Awkward.
city.
It's going to be at least 56 more minutes.
It is worth noting that it is about 8 a.m. right now. It's very early morning. Just kind of there's like a small fog on the horizon, but it's not terrible. It's just that early morning kind of, it hasn't dissipated yet type fog. And you guys.
Are there many other cars on the road?
Yeah. I mean, where you're at right now, you're kind of in kind of the suburbs areas of San Francisco, so you're seeing a lot of people. There's
Okay.
people on the street and people meandering,
Gotcha.
moseying around, things like that.
Any all-black Chevy Suburbans?
All black Chevy Suburbans with tinted windows.
Yeah.
None that you can find.
Okay, but
None
I'm
that
watching.
immediately point out.
So if one goes past, I would know.
Okay. So as you guys are driving down the road, the GPS itself gets you to the town, but it takes a little bit of asking around, and you find out that Hayes lives at the end of Maple Road, overlooking what is called Duxbury Point. As you pull up, the first thing that you notice is there is a man standing outside, and he's a burly man, kind of like shoulder length hair, and he's dragging a tree limb that looks big as the car you're in. And as you kind of like slowly crawl by, he kind of looks over at you and kind of flags you down. Turg, would you like to introduce your character?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? You look lost.
I'm just
We're not
sitting in
lo-
the back, kind of peering around.
We're not lost. I know exactly where we are, man. I've been down this road. There's a lot of roads that I've been down, and this is one of them.
Then why you stopped right there in the middle of the intersection looking at your phone?
It's how I know where I'm going. It's where the map is. You know, I've got maps on this thing that you wouldn't even believe.
Oh, you city folk are crazy, bud. Hey, my name's Clint. Nice to meet you.
Okay, Clint, that's your real name.
Are we
Uh,
lost?
We're not
I'm on
lost. Shut up.
a rather tight time schedule here.
what are you looking for?
You can't ever tell the locals that we're lost.
Do I sound like I'm local to you? I swear I'm
Uh,
stuck in California.
yeah, I'm just. This is a contract matter between me and the ride sharee. For a moment here.
No, I'm
You can't
sorry.
tell them we're lost.
Hey, but if you're looking for somewhere specific, I could probably tell you where you need to go there, bud.
What was the name of the town again?
Bolinas. Bolinas. Bolinas.
We want to go Bolinas.
That's right.
Gasolina. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this road will take us to Bolinas.
Uh,
Yeah,
you would know they're sitting right dead in the middle of Bolinas right now. Like they're they're literally in the middle of the town that you've been working in for the last few weeks.
yeah. Now I get why you're sitting there in the middle of the intersection, because that's where you're at right now, there, bud. You're in Bolinas at this very moment. That's funny for cute.
So I told you I wasn't I wasn't lost. I found Bolinas. It just, there's the house or wherever we're going.
we're looking for is there a famous author that you know of that lives around here?
Oh, you mean that Hayes fella?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's right over yonder.
And I mean, the way he points is there's literally one road. There's a trail that kind of just veers off, and you can see that there's like it kind of rides off into the tree line that he's been working in. But it's pretty apparent that he's been working in this area, and that's the secluded area that you need to go to.
I rolled down the window in the back. Well, am I able to roll down the window in the back seat?
Yeah, the child lock's on, but you can open the window.
Okay, so the window rolls down a little bit, and I stick my head out. How long has he lived here for? Have you met him before? Did you talk to him often?
No, I light up a smoke. I haven't talked to the guy too often. He doesn't come out much, man. He really only hangs out outside when he's going to the beach at night.
He goes to the beach at night.
Yeah,
What
dude's
does he
got
do
a.
there?
I don't know. I haven't really been watching him, but I watch him go to the. He heads down to the beach while I'm getting off work. He got a little dog with him.
See,
Seems like a cool guy. Little
a
black.
writing companion.
Yeah, a little black fella. He never really plays with the guy. I don't know why you'd want a companion animal like that if you're not gonna give him love, But he,
Right.
yeah, very stoic fella. Weird. But if you want to know more about him, I guess you could ask his neighbor Michelle. That's the only person I ever see talk to him at all.
Michelle. Does she have a last name?
Yeah, she's into art and stuff. Makes a damn good lemonade. She does.
I'll take your word for that. No, I would just like sit back into the seat and the window goes back up.
As he's rolling up the window, I'm gonna like try to hand him the joint. Hey.
Yeah, I open it back up and I take some and.
Hey, you can't do that in my car, man. You
I'm
got a
leaning out the
deposit
window,
on that.
sir.
I'm
leaning out the
charging you
window,
the
sir.
puke rate for that. If I get pulled over and this car smells like that, I'd arrest me.
Close
Listen,
the
I
window,
did you a
wave
favor
away.
there, bud. You'd be waiting another hour if you had to look at those maps. It looks like
I
you
know
were really
where the
Sorry,
maps are.
I'm just nervous about meeting Mr. Hayes.
Oh, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, Mr. Smith, shall we continue?
Well, yes, Miss Daisy, if we're allowed to go on now.
So you continue up the path there that Mr. Clint had pointed out to you, and about halfway up, you actually do see one little broken sign, and it looks like at one point in time it might have said something like Terrace Avenue or Terrace something. But you vaguely remember that you seeing that on the maps, and you just head that way. You're heading west along the coastline until you reach the end of those trees and bushes, and there's a fence there, and there's two houses that are they're the only two houses in the area, but they're far away from each other. I mean, they're like Clint said, they're neighbors, but they're not close by any means. I mean, it would be almost like a dune on one side, and then probably 150 yards the other way. There's another little like apartment style shack on a dune. This town, notably, as you were driving through, you noticed that it looks almost like a beach town. It has several surf style shops. Um, you know that there's various little mom and pop places, and the only big like places that you could find online were the Coast Cafe and the Grand Hotel that were recommended online. Um, and as you pull up, uh, you start feeling like a jolt in the car, almost like it's starting to bog down, and it as much as you kind of press on the accelerator, it's not really going anywhere. But you manage to coast to a stop, and as it kind of burps out its last leg, you look up, and there is the cottage style apartment shack in question. This would be Mr. Hayes' house. Um, Sitting out front of the house, as soon as you get there, you see the black dog that was mentioned. It's sitting there, kind of rolling a ball around with its nose, and it looks up, and as it sees you, it barks a couple of times, picks its ball up, and runs around the outside of the house.
Mr. Smith, is the car supposed to be making that noise?
Dude, I don't know what's going on. You're the one smoking back there, and I come to a stop, and I'm like looking around the dash like I would know what any of the lights or signals would mean.
So you see that it flashes a few codes, and you try to turn the key, and I mean it. You know that electrically it's fine, it's clicking, but there's nothing going on in the engine bay itself. Like it seems like it's kind of went kaput for a bit.
It's just my luck. It's probably the frickin' carburetor. It's the frickin' the alternator got over flooded. Man,
Well, it's rather unfortunate. For your my condolences, and I for your troubles, I'll offer you a 5-star review.
for my troubles, I'd already
Yes.
earned 5 stars, so I don't.
I can see that Mr. Hayes' cottage is in my vision right there. I'm going to go ahead and walk over there. You have a great day. And I get out of the car and start walking over that
And
way.
as you get out of the car, Mr. Hayes actually opens up the front door of his house to see what's going on, and he kind of looks out and he says, what what can I help you, gentlemen?
Mr. Hayes, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Shon Cooke. We were supposed to meet today and discuss your book and your work.
He kind of looks at you for a second. And he's like, Ah, yes. My agent told me that you would be swinging by. You did talk to Morton, right? That's why you're here. You talked to Morton.
Keeper, did I talk to Morton?
Yeah, yes. Morton is the name of his agent.
Okay. Yes, I spoke to Morton.
Well, I can't say that I was. I can't say that I wasn't expecting guests. I must have forgot. What's wrong with your friend there and his vehicle?
That's just my driver. It's just a ride sharing app. We can continue with our discussions if you'd like to show me it.
Well, is he going to be able to leave? There's a. I know you wouldn't think that with the way it looks here, we're not allowed to leave vehicles on the street. Is that going to be a problem?
I don't know, Mr. Smith.
Am I in earshot?
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Steph said Sev's coming in quiet.
Uh,
Oh no. Okay.
You bump him a little bit. It should work.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Turn me up a bit.
How's that?
Just me. Hello. Test. 1 2.
Turn me on, Deadman.
Turn me on, turn me up, turn me loose.
I can turn myself up a little bit on my side to turn my gain up. See how that goes.
She says a lot better. Thank you so much for that, by the way. We're glad to have you. All the way from France, I read. That's cool.
Well,
Steph is a male.
That's our tanks buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
oh, right. Okay. That's gotcha.
and
you
hello
ruined
to
the joke.
Sabaton Leon.
I don't know who that is.
First time chat.
Oh.
Love some Sabaton.
Do love some Sabaton. So yeah, Hayes speaks up and he says, if you would like, you can borrow my phone. To call maybe. There's a small shop in town. They can take a look at it for you. You're more than welcome to come in. I have to go to the beach first, though, if you guys don't mind following me to the beach.
Of course, I'd follow you anywhere. I mean, yes, please lead the way.
So,
Well, I didn't leave it here. Just it won't go.
luckily for you, I know the man that works down the road. I will give you his number momentarily, and you can give him a phone call while I escort Mr. Cooke here to the beach. And he writes it down really quick, and he gives you the number to call the wrecker or mechanic or whoever.
So I would take that and start doing that, but I kind of stay within a certain distance of them.
Yeah, he says you're more than welcome to come along with him, and you just kind of follow along. And as you're walking down the beach, Justin, Mr. Hayes, he looks over at you, Shon, and he says, "So, what piqued your interest about wanting to meet me today? Are you some sort of a reporter, or is what I'm asking? Is this official, or is this just a friend?"
No, well, maybe it could be a little bit of both, but no, this is more of a professional call. I'm hoping to learn from you and about your writing styles and about your research, and also maybe how did you come up with the name? Of course, I have to ask, since I, of course, share the name of the protagonist of your book.
Yes. You mentioned you're a writer. What
Yes,
kind
I
of
am.
works have you done in the last little bit? You look like the type that would write a really good book.
Yes, my latest was actually a children's series called The Peas Lost Under the Fridge.
Oh,
Very riveting tale about two frozen peas that fell underneath the refrigerator, and they go on a journey with a frozen carrot.
oh, how lovely! I love that. That's, oh man, I'll have to. Where can I purchase it? Is it widely available or is it
Well,
self-published?
it's all self published on the big that big site.
Understand. I will scour the bottoms of the rainforest looking for it. um,
Peas? That's way too vulnerable. You should have gone with something cool like asparagus.
Maybe they could be self conscious about the way their pea smells.
Using veggies is probably my favorite tales. Uh, Speaking on my writing, I don't want you to think that I somehow have plagiarized your name. It's merely coincidence that you share the name of a character in my book. Though I do find that fascinating because I looked for all kinds of spellings for the name Sean, and it was not very popular. How did you come to get your name? Is it a family
Well, my
name?
parents gave it to me.
I suppose that's probably how that works.
No, I don't. I don't actually. I just couldn't resist. Well, yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I hear that my great grandfather had the same name. I don't know exactly why it was decided that I be named the same. Um, it is quite the coincidence, though, that I have shared the same name as the protagonist of your book, and I feel that I share a lot of the same characteristics and hobbies as well. That being of the occult nature.
Oh, really? And as you say that he kind of has a moment of vulnerability. You're not quite sure you're not quite sure if it's embarrassment or maybe trying to hide something, but he does have this moment where he kind of looks very vulnerable to you. Um, and he speaks up and he says, um, "I'm sure your I'm sure your way of going about writing a book is probably much different than mine. You see, I've wrote I have sat down and written a many a book in my day, um, but this one it almost seemed to call to me. Um, I I mainly dreamed everything that happened in this book,
Interesting. I've
and
been having a strange recurring dream since I started reading your book, believe it or not.
I can't sleep at all since I read it.
uh, is it
Really?
is it that good? Listen, you don't have to be you don't I mean you don't have to feather my cap. Please be critical. I would much prefer it. But if it's been the subject of you losing sleep for thinking about it, then I can't say that I'm sorry. it's
I'm
a it,
dumbstruck.
it's about that time that you guys notice there's a man standing on the beach, and he something, he picks it up, looks at it, and sits it off to the side, and immediately grabs a shovel and just starts digging sand and throwing sand. And as soon as he throws sand, he picks up what looks to be an old, like a relic coin, and outwardly just goes, "Aha!" Dion, would you like to introduce your character?
Ah! Yeah, my character's name is Dixon Hill. He's a professor by day, and in spare time, he's an archaeologist. Um, you know, I guess I'm not really. I'm agnostic. I'm a reluctant believer here who use sacred artifacts and such as archaeology rather than magic. Um, And well, how I got here was basically I have a friend who is a curator for several prominent museums. He gave me a tip that there was some new artifacts or strange things that had washed up on the beach here. Um, they called it. They said it was old looking stuff. So being the archaeologist that I am, I had to go and take a look myself. So they described it also as kind of like some old pirate ship pieces, kind of dating back or even relating to a story that was in the 1670s about a local trade boat that had been pillaged and burned off or burned right off at the right off the shore here. So I found myself here on the beach not too long after, and sifting through some artifacts that I found, and here I am.
And here you are.
And as Hayes turns around, he says, "Sorry to be distracted, Mr. Cook, but you, sir, what are you doing? What are you doing on this beach?"
Kind of get up and I turn around as people walk up, and well, I'm searching for some artifacts. Somebody said that some things washed up, so here I am. I'm looking, and kind of hold up this coin that I found and take a look at this. Won't see too many of these anymore.
Ah, you.
Artifacts.
I've heard that they are. They're slowly starting to see pieces of the old pirate ship washing up. I didn't know that there was truth to it. How long have you been out here?
How long have I been out here, GM? A couple days, a few hours.
Yeah, so you would have much done like these boys. You would have taken an Uber in, but you would have got there really early. Like they would have probably woke you up at 4 in the morning or so and said, "Hey, there's a bunch of people taking pictures and trying to sell this stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and you need to get down there and try to get a hold of some of this stuff," kind of thing. So you jump up, throw your gear on, grab your whip and roll out.
Yeah, so I've been down here since the early morning. There was a lot of scalpers down here who didn't, just trying to make a quick buck. So, I tried to chase them off a little bit, and I've been here ever since by myself.
And you aren't a scalper, sir?
No, I am an archaeologist.
I see.
Isn't that Latin for scalper, sir?
Yeah, I mean, look at that guy. He doesn't look like he could have taken any scalps. Now, if you want a scalp taken, there's several ways to do it. I could tell you all about, but this guy doesn't know about scalping.
Thank you for that input.
Meanwhile, you hear a squawking on the phone.
Sir,
I didn't say anything about scalping. I'm trying to pick up your vehicle.
Yeah, right here on the boulevard.
Sir, this is Mr. Hayes' private beach. Please turn over that artifact and step away from the
area. Oh, I wouldn't say that this is my private beach, though I did pay a good penny for this place that I live. I just want to warn you, sir, it's dangerous. It is absolutely the reef. The reef has been known to suck people in, and they wake up dead right there on the beach.
Well, that kind of been the story I've been hearing here, gentlemen. That after speaking with some locals, even though that this is a very peaceful place, there's actually been several people that have died right here on this beach. And they also did confirm what you're saying there, sir, that it is a dangerous beach. However, in terms of property, this is still a public beach, so I'll be keeping what I find because it belongs in a museum.
I hate to tell you, son, but I wouldn't be sniffing around if I were you. And he kind of pats Shon on the shoulder, and he says, "If you'll excuse me, boys, for a second, I've got to hit the box over there. I had a little bit too much tea this morning." And he shuffles off to go into the outhouse there.
So are you gentlemen here for the lost pirate treasure? Is that what you're coming here for?
Nope. I'm just here to talk to Mr. Hayes there. He said we're going to see something down by the beach here, and here we are. I'm just
Down
kind
by
of
the
standing there,
seashore.
kicking sand awkwardly.
While you're standing there kicking sand, it's at this time that the black dog comes running up with its ball, and it kind of looks, kind of goes in between you and starts running in between your legs and drops its ball, and it's just being real playful with you. And
I'll grab the ball and I'll pick it up and give it a throw out down the beach.
so you give it
Yes.
a hearty toss, and it takes off like a bolt, running. And right before, just about the time that it's about to hit the ground, that dog actually catches that thing in midair, spins around, and runs back. You think it looks like an old dog, but it's spry for an old dog, you think. And
Does it have a
dog is
collar
it?
on?
huh?
Okay.
As you look at it, it looks to be almost like a mix. It looks like a black lab, but it's a little bit fluffier than a black lab would be. A little bit more fur.
Does it have a collar on?
It does not.
Okay.
Toss the when he brings the ball back, I take it back from him and toss it up over there to Shon. Why don't you give it a try? Look at this guy go.
I just go like this when he throws it to me, and it just drops to the ground. I suppose, and I just kick it as hard as I can.
You see the dog it gives you this look for a half second, and then it runs over and scoops up the ball, and it looks back and just runs back down the beach and up toward the trail and disappears out of sight. Mr. Hayes comes back up to you out of the outhouse there, and he says, well, gentlemen, I really would like to hear more about this archaeology that you're doing, and I'm sure we'll probably have to wait for this man's wrecker. So let's head back up to the house. And he starts ushering you back up to the house. As you get up to the path there and toward the front of the house, he actually looks over and he whistles down the path. He says, Mr. Grasswell, I can't make a good a lemonade as old Miss Reynolds over here, but you're welcome to have a fresca.
Oh, well, I'll take you up on that there, bud. Thank you so much.
So he invites you all into his home. When you walk into his home, it's small and sparsely furnished. You walk into the front door and immediately you are in the kitchen area. And it's a utility kitchen more than anything. It's got a bar that kind of runs the length of the wall with a range and things like that. And then you lead through there into the main part of the house, which is an open floor plan living room area. As you're walking through the kitchen and into that living room area, to the left there is a series of doors that Mr. Hayes explains would be the bathroom and his bedroom. And off to a small corridor to the right, linking the kitchen to the living room, there is another room off to the right there. And he invites you all to come in and sit down. In his living room, there is a couch and two chairs that you're more than welcome to sit at. And as you walk in, there's music playing from seemingly a laptop on the desk, but he doesn't notably have a TV anywhere.
What is the music anything notable, or is it just kind of like background elevator music?
Yeah, you can tell that he just put on some like lo-fi ambient playlist thing and just kind of been
to get interviewed by.
Yeah, it's just he kind of woke up and just kind of clicked recent on Spotify and it's playing some kind of like lo-fi beat stuff.
Does he have any bookshelves in here? I would definitely be looking at like any sort of books that he would have prominently displayed, or anything he's actively reading, things like that.
In the living room area, or in the kitchen, like in the areas you've walked through so far, you have
Just
not seen.
Everywhere as I'm walking through. Okay.
The like I said, his bedroom and the bathroom, as well as the other room, those doors were all closed. He was just kind of pointing through the house and saying, "This is this and this is that," just kind of giving you a lay of the house in case you wanted to, use the bathroom or anything like that.
Okay.
And as you guys sit down, he actually comes in with a whole handful of little canned Frescas, citrus flavored, which are the best ones, by the way. And he sits them down in front of you and tells you to have as much as you need. And he looks at Mr. Smith first, and he says, "Is there any update with your vehicle situation?" And what you would have come to find out is that the wrecker will come and get your vehicle, and it will take about a day or so to diagnose the problem, or at least until the evening time.
So I won't play it all out, but
Lo-fi
my guy
beats
goes
to
into
ride
a
books on a suspicious beach too. That's the best comment so far.
Yeah, I can see the cartoon for it. I won't act out the whole thing, but my guy goes into a rant about how it's, just his luck and frickin' his car this and that, and taking a ride, all he knew better than to drive all this way out, and he just slowly trails off after being upset about it all.
Something's going on with your car?
So he just goes over the entire rant a second time after that.
Hey, listen, Mr. Hayes, if you got any tools, I can take a look at his car there. We could probably get it out of your hair lickety split.
I might have a small toolbox there on the side shed. To be honest with you, Mr. Grasswell, I haven't been out there in, what year is it? But you're more than welcome to look.
Well, that's wonderful news. They can all go and take care of that car while we sit here and discuss the intellectual matters of your work, Mr. Hayes.
I like you already. So, I would absolutely love to do that. Mr. Smith, should there be anything wrong with your vehicle, you're more than welcome to stay in my spare bedroom for the night if you need, as well as, depending on how long that we're here, I'm going to be making lunch too. I make a fantastic Philly cheesesteak sandwich, and I will be making those for myself, if not for all of us. So if you would like to stay around at least for dinner, you're more than I'll be more than glad to have you.
Yes, I would like to see your whole process.
Absolutely. So, where should we start? Do you guys go out there and look, or are you going to sit in here for a while?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go take a look for him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with him then.
I'm staying inside, just kind of drinking this Fresca and wondering what's going on yet, because I really don't know who everybody is.
Damn good Fresca, though, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. It's crisp, like a McDonald's Sprite.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like McDonald's Sprite with an orange peel in it.
Fresca.
If you two want to, if one of you want to make me a luck roll, or both of you, we'll just take the lowest score on the luck roll.
Go ahead, Sev.
And
while he's standing up looking at the books, I'm also kind of looking at the books as well. Do I see anything interesting or that might spark my eye?
In the you're staying just in the living room area itself, or?
Yeah. Yep.
In the living room itself, you have the his laptop as well as a few notepads, um, but there's nothing in the actual living room itself that sparks your interest other than a few books on literary prompts and like dictionaries and things like that. It looks like this is the main area where if he's going to be writing a book, he grabs all of his stuff from there.
So you said your name was what, sir? Referring to Mr. Hayes.
My name is Justin Hayes. I've been a writer for a number of years. You probably know me from a series that I wrote about a vampire. Um, but I mean, other than that, I just recently wrote a book.
You would not be the same Justin Hayes that has wrote a book called Undertow, would you?
And his eyes just kind of light up. How am I running into three people that have read my book in the same day? The very same, sir. I'm glad to meet you.
Well, I'm glad
Wait,
to
first
meet you.
you liked it, right? You liked it?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought the book was itself well written, probably one of the best books in fiction that I've read in a long time. But I got to be honest, I probably won't read another like it in the foreseeable future. It was long and taxing, and it actually it's affected my sleep.
Well, that's odd. I tried to write it in such a way that I made it easily digestible and made it to where some of the themes within were easily readable. But I don't know, it's kind of hard, I guess, if you just sit in here and it's just me and this black dog riding. You kind of get on tangents sometimes.
Yeah, I've recognized some well-known figures out of the H.P. Lovecraft, but like I said, I did enjoy it.
Oh,
What
thank
got
you.
you writing it? Where'd you
But
get the idea?
believe it or not, after after living in LA for a long time and finding just the LA nightlife and all of that just increasingly difficult and depressing, I moved out here about so probably 12, 13 years ago, and kind of started to really reinvent what I wanted to do or who I wanted to be as a writer. And through studying and writing, I became a little bit knowledgeable in things. But believe it or not, out of all of that studying and all of that prompt work, the majority of what Undertow came to be about came to me while I was sleeping in dreams.
So your main character, this Nikki Fisher, she also just come to you in a dream. He's got somebody that you related to for the idea.
Nikki Fisher's really funny. Nikki Fisher is just a name that I come up with because I had a cat named Nico whenever I was a child, and I thought Nikki was really funny because it was, kind of spunky and rambunctious, and Fisher. I was fishing at the time. if I'm being honest, there's no real thought process into that one at all. It was a working title that I just couldn't be bothered to change.
See,
Can we return to the subject of your sleep troubles? What are the nature of those troubles? Are you having dreams, Mister?
you talking to me there, sir?
Yes,
You talking to me?
you, Mister Indiana Jones.
Well,
What was your name?
my name is Dixon. Dixon Hill.
Dixon Hill. Professor Dixon Hill, I presume. You said you're an archaeologist.
Correct.
I am a PhD as well in children's literature. Um, so, are you having dreams about the book?
So,
Well, what do you say there, GM?
so you've just recently finished the book. You you're just you have a bit of trouble sleeping, but nothing has come to you in a dream.
No, honestly, I'm, a little trouble sleeping, but I've only just recently finished the book, and I haven't had any dreams about this.
I see. Interesting. And you can see the whole time I've been like writing notes
Yeah.
every time Justin is talking.
So, Mr. and I'm looking at you there, Sean. Mr. What was your name?
Dr. Cooke.
Dr. Cook. And what is it
Oh,
that you do?
but while you guys are talking, I can actually show you something. And he kind of whisks himself away to that other room to the right while you were speaking, and he comes back, and or he's gone for a minute, and he comes back. You can finish your conversation.
Did you say you were a professor as well?
I am not a professor. I'm an author. I've written several books, and I am here to talk to Mr. Hayes about his process and about this latest book that I am also quite a fan of.
Do you write books similar fiction books? What's the theme of your style?
Well, I primarily write children's fiction, with a very academic twist, mind you.
We got to keep them learning, right?
Of course.
As Mr. Hayes sits down, he actually has a book in his hand, and he says, "I know you're quite interested in my my thought process. Like I said, dreams mainly, but this book actually seemed to help me in such a way in gathering some info on." Let's see. Those two guys have left. I don't mind. You guys don't mind spoilers or anything. Yeah, you guys have both finished the book. If you
I have.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember, Miss Fisher joins a cult, and
Yes.
it was hard for me to figure out what group I guess wanted there to be a symbolism of, and this book actually helped me a whole lot with that. And he actually hands it to you first, Sean. But as you look it over, it's a big tome style book, and across the front it says Azathoth and Other Horrors, and it's a book written by a man named Edward Pickman Derby.
Interesting. Is there any sort of like illustration on the front, or is it just mostly the title?
It's mostly just like it looks like a leather kind of squill work, and then it just has like that gold leaf lettering on the front.
Okay.
Nothing immediately like sticks out to you like any symbols or anything like that.
Okay. I would make sure I would be polite enough to hold it up so that Mr. Hill could see what I'm looking at as well. And
Yeah, and it the way it looks just from the binding and the age of it, I kind of also moved my way over to next to Mr. Cook, Dr. Cook, excuse me, and I'm kind of peering over his shoulder now.
Is there like a coffee table or something I could set that out on, and we can all?
Yeah, if you're sitting there on the couch, there's a coffee table in front of you, and he would have moved his laptop out of the way to let you look through it. And through the course of this interview or your conversation, you can be thumbing through it if you'd like. You both can give me a Cthulhu Mythos roll if you would like.
That is 0 for me.
You two outside. You've thumbed around and looked, and you don't find anything other than basic hand tools. Now you can still attempt if you would like to, but it may be difficult for you.
I mean, we're already out here. Might as well give her a try.
Yeah, I think the carburetor just needs to be recharged, really.
Just needs a recharge on the carb.
My carbonator's out of fizz.
Carbonator. If you want, you can give me. Let's see.
Oops.
You can give me. Is there a repair skill? I don't think there is for this one.
Mechanical repair?
Yeah, you can give me mechanical repair if you would like. Oh. So you realize with your success that had you had looked at this vehicle 2 hours prior, you could have very well fixed the problem for less than $10. This problem is now probably going to cost this man $600 at the very least to fix, and it cannot be fixed in the driveway.
Nope, that's no good. That's no good at all. Hey, listen. Sorry there, bud. Nothing we can do tonight. You're gonna have to wait for the wrecker, and it don't look good. I hope you've got I hope you've got a little bit in your savings account, because it's gonna sting for a minute there, bud.
My guy's like clearly holding back a rage, but he's like, well, normally I'd have been able to fix this, but I've been driving all morning, so I'm pretty tired. I didn't sleep last night. You just need to blow out the alternator. So we'll just leave it for now.
Hey, sure. Yeah, I get it.
Didn't put enough water in the 710 cap before you left. So with the Cthulhu Mythos roll, you guys realize that there is there's a lot of basic mythos stuff in here. There is a lot of Lovecraftian horror stuff, as well as mention of several main themes, but this is just a broad spectrum book. Especially you, Shon, you realize that nothing in this book would indicate, at least to your knowledge by reading it, that anything in this book would indicate his knowledge at the level that he has. This book wouldn't contain enough information for him to have made as detailed references as he did. At least that's the way that you think. And he says that book there, that's kind of what started it all. I thought about writing several different novels. I thought about writing another vampire novel, and I kind of just wanted to try my hand at something different. My wife left me, and I had really nothing else to bide my time. Like I said, me and just you get it.
When did you start having these dreams that you speak of that really inspired the story?
I would say they probably about a year and a half ago or so. At first, it just kind of started out as me dreaming about various life experiences that I've had, which also contributed to this book in some way. But over course of time, a lot of those what I would call bad experiences or bad dreams went away, and I started really like honing in on good thoughts, and before I went to bed every night would kind of get myself in a good state of being with my music, and I feel like I feel like Nikki in a lot of ways. There's very sometimes the best remedies aren't the ones that are easily found, and I think that you can find your own source of comfort, and that's where true creativity comes from. I believe. And he gets up after he's talking about that, and he says you can keep asking all the questions you like. I'm just gonna get these Philly cheesesteaks started. And he gets a pan out and he starts getting him out some meat and slicing it into thin strips, and is kind of working in the kitchen.
Hey, Mr. Hayes. Hey, so have you also heard the stories about the people dying on this beach out here right in front of you? You witnessed any of that?
Witness not firsthand, sir. I obviously, I mean, you read about it in the paper, and I mean, I've woke up one morning and looked out and seen unfortunate things. But it being a surfer town. These kids come in, and these waves they're unpredictable. Really, they're kind of some of the quote unquote best waves to surf from what I hear, and people come from all over far and wide to try to surf these waves, and unfortunately people don't realize the reef is right there, and it sucks them right in and bashes them against it, and it's unfortunate, really.
So where did you acquire this tome here, this Azathoth?
I acquired it at the bookstore in LA right before I moved out here. I had bought it in a box of a bunch of different books that a man was selling, and really didn't even thumb through it. I bought them because I collect books, and um, I just kept them in a back room until the divorce. And packing all your stuff, you bring it with you, and trying to in trying to find a good place to or something to do to take my mind off of my wife leaving me. And I started looking through some of these books and seeing what it was in there, and I became intrigued by this one, and that's kind of how Undertow was birthed, and it finally gave me something for the first time in a long time to look forward to and work toward.
How did you come up with the title? Any thoughts on that?
I I don't honestly have an answer for that. I guess you could say that it was probably a little bit of the stories of kids drowning over here, as well as the undertow of depression and all of the mental health issues that one could suffer with being an outcast, and Nikki Fisher's very much so that you guys are well aware. Um, it was really just symbolic of your struggle with mental health, and I guess I probably just read it in a newspaper somewhere and it clicked.
Do you yourself struggle, Mr. Hayes?
Oh, I won't even pretend to even say anything other than absolutely. I mean, a man who at once was at the peak of his career, writing novels that people love, is forced into seclusion because he's lost everything he's ever had. I mean, yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm doing better these days. Like I said, the outpouring of people's love and interest in Undertow has absolutely kind of raised my spirits. But like I said, for for a long time, it was just me and this black dog.
What about the local story here? Just like these pirate pieces, or maybe just local merchants. The story that dates back to about 1670s, the local trading boat that was burned right off ashore. Does that have any? You know anything about that? Or does that have any effect in your book here?
I have a few actually, and he gets up and he walks back into the same room that he come from, and he comes out and he has what looks like a few like printed pieces. Like it looks like he went to the library and had like scanned off some stuff, and it's just like newspaper clippings from over the years where people have either found various things or it's been mentioned. And he looks at you and he says, I I kind of take it up as a hobby whenever I want to take my mind off the book. It is pretty cool to learn about something that's just right down the beach from you. But as far as it being a contributing factor to my book, I don't know. I wouldn't have. I don't think there would be anything in there. No, sir. It's just very much so just a something to do whenever the immense weight of this book becomes gradual and massive to me. But you're more welcome to look at these. I know this would probably interest you much more than it would me, you being a man of history and all.
Yeah, I would love to take a look at those and take them from him if he offers them up, and I'll thumb through them and see if I can find anything interesting.
Okay, you can give me, let's do library use. Give me a library use roll to study through that. And Mr. Smith and Mr. Grasswell, you guys could have come back into the house at this point if you would like to. What would you like to be doing?
Yes.
Yes.
Re-entry to home.
So with that library use roll, you don't see anything that immediately sticks out to you. I mean, there's a lot of things that interest you as a person, but as far as anything that you can find that would have connected to the book or any similarities between the book at all, there's nothing there.
Kind of nods his head and thumbs through it a little more, and as he's looking, he eventually sets it down next to the tome he handed as well. You said you got this book here out of a collection of a bunch of other books. Those out here too? You mind if I take a look at those?
No, these I keep those in my study. It's there in down the hallway there. There's several shelves in there that's where I keep most of my books that I'm not using for writing purposes. You're more than welcome
You
to
mind
look
if
at them if
I?
you'd like.
Okay, yeah, I go off to do that, and once I get
I
down
follow.
there and walk into the room, what do we see?
So, walking into his study, you do you shut the door or do you leave it open?
I would leave it open. I don't personally have any reason to shut the door.
Okay. So, as you walk into the room, you notice that in this room, in the study, there is a single bed, as well as like a stationary desk, and then the rest of the wall on three sides is just various shelves of books. Um, and as you walk in, you notice that his dog is curled up on that little bed, and as you walk into the room, it actually gets up and it runs out the door and scurries off. Um, it finds its ball, and you never hear from it again. But as you're looking at these shelves, you notice that a lot of these books are, again, like script writing, photography, popular horror novels, various novels with like a common nautical theme, things like that. But if you would like to look in explicit detail, give me spot hidden. And both of you can do this if you would like.
Sure. Sure. Given my background, I always look for what you don't see, what the eyes don't see.
Correct.
How do you look for what you don't see?
That's
he
right.
said,
That's
he
right.
said, "It's my blind seeing eye dog." What would anybody
Don't you
want
even
with a
worry
blind
about
dog?
it.
You're surfing through the books, and you kind of thumb through the Cthulhu mythos stuff and all the horror books and all that stuff. And you kind of scan through that, and you actually get over there to where the nautical themed books are, and there's one book you think you recognize what the cover is, but as you pull it off, you're like, oh, that's not what I thought it was. But as you look at it, you look and it says the cover is a captain standing at the end of a boat, and right beside it is his loyal companion, and it says Snarly Owl or the Dog Fiend, and it's written by a man named Frederick Marriott. As you open it up and you look through the beginning pages, you realize that this is a 19th century novel about a sea captain and his vicious dog. And what immediately sticks out to you is it's a black lab.
So I'm looking at it and kind of thumbing through, and I stop on the a few of the images that are in the book, and I'm holding it here, and I take a kind of hold it out towards Mr. Cooke with my thumb in between the pages, and say, "Here you go. What do you notice about this?"
I see. Interesting. Maybe Mr. Hayes has taken inspiration from the books he surrounds himself with to live his life a certain way, or perhaps it's even unconscious. And I start taking more notes in my little notepad.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yes, quite.
Shallow and pedantic.
Do I notice anything else about the room aside from the books?
No. Anything else in that room is merely just, like I said, things of the nautical theme or writing prompts. You get the feeling that like he doesn't spend a lot of time in here, and a lot of these books are actually kind of dusty. Like he hasn't read a bunch of them in a long time. The other book, the Azathoth, is the only one that has been picked up recently, other than this one that you just found.
Outside of that,
Upon second look, it doesn't appear that he does much work in here. Maybe we should ask him. I guess if you're interested, anyways, I'm still interested very much in his process.
Yeah, I don't mind the break. It's hot out there on the beach. I'm wearing a leather jacket. I didn't dress properly, so I don't mind cooling off a little bit.
It's actually funny that you say that, because as you walk back into the living room, he's actually raising the windows in the living room and kitchen area, because the steam from him cooking is just kind of starting to fill the house, and he's kind of starting to like waft it out. And he says, "Do you gentlemen find anything of interest in there?"
Oh, what was the name of the book? that you found, Mr. Hill?
It was called Captain on a Boat. Captain on a Boat.
I don't have a book called Captain on a Boat.
Oh, what? Your dog's cute here. He's pretty fast. Plays fetch pretty well. What's your dog's name?
Are you referring to the black dog?
Yeah.
And he kind of, like, as he's cooking, he kind of looks down at his cooking, and he starts stirring, and he says, yeah, it's, I guess mental health is kind of a joke sometimes, isn't it? You said you found a captain on a boat? Are you talking about Snarly Owl? Snarly Owl, the Frederick Marriott book?
Correct.
Yeah, that's about the only one I can think of that had a captain on the front of it. What do you like about it? Have you read it?
Have I read it?
I mean, that's entirely up to you. If it sounds like something that you would have read, you can surmise that it's I mean, for what you thumbed through, but unless you would have sought it out, I would say it probably wouldn't have crossed your path.
No, I just grazed about the start of the book here to get an idea of what it was about. What did you say your name of your dog was?
Sir, I don't find that funny. But your sandwiches are ready. Here's and he thumbs out the sandwiches and sits them down. Were you gentlemen ever to have any luck with the man's car?
Nah, it's gonna be stuck out there until you can get the wrecker over.
Okay. I'll call and kind of I'll let the sheriffs and them know, and hopefully he won't get a ticket.
Yeah, sorry about that, brother. Hey,
No, it's absolutely fine.
that grub smells delicious, though. You know.
I got 2 for you. Like I said, you've been out there dragging those limbs. I made 2 especially for you. Like I said, I'm not like Miss Michelle, but I can make a few things.
Yeah, I'll take them. Man's gotta eat.
That's correct. You guys eat it. There's more Fresca in the fridge if you'd like. Mr. Smith, you can absolutely, you and Mr. Cooke both, are actually all of you, if you'd like, you can stay the night. I don't get much company. I've quite rather enjoyed it having you guys around.
Well, I appreciate that. I may take you up on the offer.
We could absolutely.
You said the bathroom was over this way, and I kind of point to a door over nearby.
Yeah, he points. He says it's the other direction, that way, around the corner there. There'll be a door on the left and a door on the right. It's the right one.
Please excuse me. Just I will be moment. I'll return momentarily, and I kind of get up quickly and walk towards the door.
Absolutely.
Awkwardly.
Hurry back before your sandwich gets cold.
I sit down and I'm thumbing through my sandwich, and I thank him, and I say, do I look around? I look around, and do I see the dog anywhere?
Give me a spot hidden roll if you'd like.
I get it, because Spot the dog is hidden.
Correct. That's the whole joke. They wrote the whole system about this joke. So as you look around, you're thumbing your sandwich, and you're kind of looking around. You don't see the dog anywhere. And with a 32, you also, as you're looking around, you don't seem to notice any evidence of a dog at all. There's no dog bowl. There's no doggy door. There's no dog hair on the couch. Nothing of that nature.
Say, Mr. Hayes, thank you. Thanks again for this sandwich. The dog that we were playing out on the beach, he was just sitting on your bed. Do you know where he went? I was going to give him some of the beef. Here, it's a nice little treat.
I don't know. I don't know what dog you're talking about. I haven't seen a dog in a number of years. Now, stray animals like cats and the occasional mice and things like that do get in the house from time to time. But if you saw it in my study, that's a problem. I don't need them like in there with my books.
Yeah, it
Was
was
the
it was
window
the
open
same
by
black
chance?
lab from the beach.
Was the window open by chance?
I don't recall. He was laying on the bed, and when we came in, he went out.
I must have left the window open. You know how it is when you're studying and you want a little bit of fresh air. I'll make sure to close that. Yeah, I haven't seen a black lab in a quite a while.
Do I get a set? Like, obviously, I'm picking up here that he's a little nervous every time I bring up a dog. Uh, Mr. Smith, or sorry, Mr. Hayes. You seem to want to avoid talking about the dog that
And
I've
at the
asked
mention
you
of
about
that,
several times.
at the mention of that, he actually kind of slams down his plate and he says, "Sir, is my mental health a joke to you?
I don't.
I
Well,
moved to
I
this place
apologize.
12 years ago to escape some things, and I make one small joke about my mental health, and you just keep poking at it. Why do you poke at it so?"
What does the dog have to do with your mental health?
I casually made a joke about me living in this house with my black dog, obviously a pseudo-ominous reference to my mental health and the state of this house, and you've just ran with it this entire day.
Well, I was just playing ball or catch with a dog on the beach, a black lab, and there was a black lab on your bed when we walked into your study. So I guess not sure what your issue is, Mr. Hayes. You seem to be avoiding the dog subject.
I don't own a dog. I have not seen a dog in a long time. And if there was a dog in my study, that's a problem. Now, if you've played with somebody else's dog down on the beach, that's fine. But it's not my dog, sir.
Hey, when I'll tell you what, Hayes, when Dr. Cook walks back, ask him if he's seen a dog.
I'll gladly do so. And he goes back to cooking.
Oh, well, everything was real good there, bud. Tasted delicious. I gotta go put my tools back in my truck, But thanks for everything. Nice to meet you, fellas.
No. It's nothing. I was out of line. I'm sorry. I just you're more than welcome to stay. I just sometimes I slip a little and
Oh, you didn't like hurt my feelings or anything there, bud. I just gotta get work's calling. I shouldn't have even taken lunch off or dinner. What time is it?
you could realize about this time it is about 6:30 or 7-ish.
Yeah, it's
I mean the sun is starting to set about this time. It will be dark soon.
Yeah, it's quitting time. I gotta go get my stuff.
Well, if you I'll see you tomorrow. I'm sure you'll be back and fixing up the rest of the trees there. I'll have lunch for you. How about that?
Whatever you say there, fella.
It's been good seeing you, Mr. Grasswell. You have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow, sir.
Cute, yeah.
That's about that time the bathroom door opens up, and there's the toilet still flushing and everything, and walk around the corner. Yeah, so I heard everything you guys were talking about, and the dog on the beach, Mr. Hayes. Did you not see the dog that was on the beach?
I didn't see a dog on the beach. I mean, we didn't spend much time on the beach. I mean, maybe you saw it while I was using the restroom, but I I didn't see a dog. No.
It, this man that's been working on your trees told us that you've been seen with this dog
I can assure you,
often.
sir, I don't have a dog.
Interesting.
I mean, now thinking about it, it probably would be a good idea for me to get an animal of some sort, but I never would have thought about it until now.
Very well. I'm going to enjoy my cheesesteak now. Thank you. And I sit down and just start eating.
And it's at this time he kind of speaks up and he says normally I tend to retire to my bedroom about 7:30. You three are one of you will have to sleep on the couch, unfortunately, but two of you are more than welcome to stay in the study. One can use the bed, and the other one can use the floor, or you can sleep in the living room area, whichever you prefer. I will get you some blankets and stuff, and we will inquire about your car first thing in the morning. Um, and he gathers up all the stuff, and he kind of gets everything ready for you just whenever you're ready.
Well, I appreciate the offer. I really wasn't planning on imposing on
Oh, sir, you
you, Mr.
absolutely would
Hayes.
not impose. I actually would love to speak to you in regards to whatever you have been finding down at the beach, if you are willing to stay. But if not, I understand. I mean, I was a little brash earlier. I do get it. No hard
Life gets
feelings
the
on
best
my
of us
end, though.
sometimes. It's okay. No, that's fine. It's fine. Did he retire? Is he retiring to his room?
He would be gathering his stuff together, and he would look at Mr. Cook specifically, and he would say, I hope you don't mind. We will continue this in the morning. I have several things that I would like to show you, and I look forward greatly to hearing about your writing process, and maybe I can glean something from you as well. I will have
Of
coffee
course.
first thing in the morning, about sunrise, so 7 o'clock ish.
I'm looking forward to it.
And he would gather his stuff, and he would make himself some coffee, and he would retire to his room.
Well, obviously, I should get the couch because it's my car that broke down, and I had to drive all the way here, and might get a ticket. So
You make a good point there, Mr. Smith. You do have a car that you can sleep in.
were you trying to rub it in now? You think it's funny? I've been checking. I've been waiting for that 5 stars. You haven't clicked it yet.
Oh, I don't have very good signal out here. You see, well, I'll have to do it when I get back.
Yeah, you probably will. Just like everybody else. They take. Give 'em a ride with my car, but whatever.
Yes, of
You,
course. And this whole time,
you,
I'm just like not even looking at him, and I'm writing in my journal.
you seem a bit high strung, buddy.
Did you notice that in the sand on the beach too? Is that digging around here for clues? Pajama Sam?
No, I think it's pretty evident that it's probably been a while since you maybe have gotten laid.
Yeah, probably been a
So
while since
you,
you finished that sentence, huh?
you're
Gentlemen,
a fun guy at
there's no
parties.
need to be brash in my kitchen.
I get up and I go to Justin's study, and I close the door and I start looking through his books and stuff in there.
I start rifling through his personal effects.
Yeah.
Looking at his receipts.
These guys are so rude.
As you walk into the study and shut the door, the first thing you do notice is the window is in fact open. And as you start looking around, looking for those books, looking through all of his things, nothing immediately sticks out to you. There is a couple of stuff that he's like kind of scrawled notes on, but for the most part, there's nothing of at face value that you see.
Okay. Did you say there's a bed in here, like a single
Yeah,
bed or
it's
something?
like a twin bed over in the corner, and then like there's like a twin bed, and then
Okay.
at the foot of that, there's like a stationary. It's like a Rolodex type door, or like a roll top desk.
Okay. I'm gonna. Um, I'll peruse through that desk a little bit while I get comfortable on the bed and ready for sleep.
Okay. Mr. Hill, what are you doing? Are you staying? Are you leaving?
Well, to get away from the gravy seal here that has got an attitude problem, um, it's starting to cool down. It's getting cooler at night, so I enjoy the beach. So I'm gonna head outside and just take a walk on the beach for a little bit and enjoy the cool air. And I before I do so, though, I just kind of take just a random walk around his house, just looking around, seeing what I see.
Okay. Um, give me a power roll.
Power.
So as you walk around, looking around, you don't see anything. Um, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. He doesn't own much of anything. I mean, there's a bicycle leaned up against the side of the shack, and like I said, he's got that shed that that they looked through and found the tools or anything. But he doesn't own a vehicle. Um, he he has a little bit of like just stuff piled up around like old surfboards and canoes and things like that. Like he might have started to try to have a hobby when he first got here, and it's just kind of left to nothing. But as you're looking around, the the sea, the waves keep crashing, and you can hear them. And at first, it sounds beautiful, sounds soothing. But the more and more you stand outside, the more you start focusing on the sea, and it's crashing and crashing, and eventually it's crashing against the walls of your brain. Mr. Cook, what would you like to do before you go to bed?
Just if there's anything interesting of note that I find in the you said that little desk or whatever that was at next to that bed.
Yeah, if you want to, you can roll me a spot hidden for that. As you're looking through, you don't manage to find anything of note, though you do see in one of the drawers there is a copy of Undertow, and it looks like he had like practiced his signature on it. And you think, I'll never get a chance to get one of those, and you kind of pocket a signature copy of Undertow.
Okay. So I go to sleep smiling because I grabbed that signed copy.
You, sir, can give me a power roll as you go to sleep. So you go to sleep, and as you're laying there, you begin to sweat. And you realize it's because the window itself isn't all the way open, so you open it up and you lay back down. And for the first time in probably, I'd say, a month or so since you finished the book, you dream of calming waves on a beach, and you're able to sleep soundly. And we will end session there for tonight. We're right at 8 o'clock. I told us we would stop at about 8 o'clock. Keep us, we started a little late, but I wanted to keep us kind of on ending time. So We'll do our normal run through. We'll do our round robin, and we'll see what everyone thinks. We'll start with Mr. Cooke. Sev, what do you think?
Sure. Had a lot of fun. I always enjoy like the first interactions with new characters. Just kind of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what's fun and what works or whatever. But no, I'm interested to see where this is going to. Obviously, there's some stuff going on that Mr. Hayes here is not. I don't know, not recognizing, or I don't know. Maybe there's some hallucinations we're seeing. Something's going on. So, looking forward to finding out more about that mystery.
Awesome. Next, we'll move on to Mr. Tergferbison. It's been such a pleasure to have you back with us this time, man. It's always our pleasure and our joy to have you. What are you thinking?
Dude, it's a blast to be back. It's always fun being on the channel and getting to do some characters. Narratively, I'm really enjoying where you're taking this. The depth is there, and I can tell that you're really giving a lot of attention to detail with with especially Mr. Hayes. That's fun. Also, getting to be like the guy that's just kind of like working near what's happening is kind of funny. I like that a lot. So thank you for letting me do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Mr. Dion, our resident Minnesota
Yes.
Cooke himself.
Hello, welcome. And since I haven't gone on an adventure yet, I figure I'd pull this out of my pocket and put it on.
Yeah.
But Dixon Hill is, aside from some of the goods and wares that he has found on the beach, and suddenly finding himself next to an author of a book he's enjoyed, and now finding that there's something a little suspicious about what's going on, and it's striked his fancy, especially with this dog. And he wasn't sure initially how to act, especially because he was accused of attacking his mental health. And, well, he wasn't doing that. He was just asking about his friendly old furry buddy. Apparently, something else is going on. And, well, I guess as an archaeologist, I'm probably going to continue to dig. As a player, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the narrative that you're spitting out at us. You put a lot of work into this, and also kudos to your wifey on her artistic ability for the overlays. Those came out fantastic. So yes, thank you for drawing us into the story, sir. I'm excited to see where this leads and goes.
Yeah, it's been really neat. This scenario is it's very like the whole scenario is 4 pages long, so there's nothing really like, I mean, there's not a whole lot to go with, but it's it's way more fun whenever you riff off of everybody else and you have such an all-star cast that can role play, and yeah, my wife, she's been working all week on the overlay and doing different stuff, so shout out to her as well. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying it so far, and this is eventually going to be. It'll probably take another session to wrap this part up, and then it'll be on to the next in the series of this mini campaign. And I'm excited to see how this shapes up. I love the idea that like 3 of you have various knowledge about a certain thing, and 1 of you doesn't know anything. And I think that adds for a really cool aspect, and appreciate it. For the first time being a keeper of arcane lore, I wouldn't have wanted to play for a better group. We had Judge Wolf scheduled, but he couldn't make it, and that would have rounded it out. But nevertheless, I won't hold you any longer. I appreciate everyone in chat, all of the interaction. That was cool. You guys are always the stars of the show, and we love having you around. Yo.
Don't forget about John Smith.
I don't care about him.
No, it's okay. If he was going to forget about anyone, of course it was going to be me. You know, he had to make my car break down, and then he's just gonna forget about me. But whatever.
I was I was saving it for the end. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, we forgot about our resident mad marine. But yeah, like I said, we thank everybody for being in chat with us and hanging out. And yeah, before we go, let's, Mr. Smith, how would you rate your performance, sir?
Rate my own performance.
Yeah.
It's I took it a different direction than I was planning. It just kind of happened on its own. I was going to lean more into the military side of things, but my personality came out as just being upset about everything and not knowing what I say I know. But no, I'm having fun with it. It's fun to be a obstinate character. Seeing everyone's real reaction to me being a dick.
I was hoping that I would get to the end of stream and be like, oh yeah, by the way, I guess we could hear from Mr. Smith, and you just go on another tangent for another 5 minutes or so about something. But yeah, I think this is cool, and I'm really enjoying everyone's characters, and though it's off the beaten path and not the normal group of agents trying to figure out the issue, I'm really enjoying it. So thanks you guys for playing, and thanks for everyone in chat. And we're gonna try to make this a weekly thing every Monday about 6 p.m. to 8 Eastern. We're gonna try to run this one again as long as everybody's around, or if a few is around, we'll carry on. So appreciate everyone for showing up, and we will see you guys next week. Love you. See you. Bye.
See you guys later.
Bye.